And welcome back to Hot and Cold Podcast. We got a very special episode for you today. A little bit slower in the news this week, but we got a lot of cool stuff that we want to get to. We're going to do some draft talk. We got an NBA guy on the podcast in Connor Lockyer.
There we go.
He's going to give some of the latest buzz because I know he's been keeping up with it. So the draft is tonight, by the way. There could be a Kentucky player in the lottery. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But the main thing we're going to stress on today is, everybody has their eyes on conference realignment. Ever since Oklahoma and Texas said they will not be returning to the Big 12 after the 2025 season, and they will probably be going to the SEC. We have gotten so many scenarios, Kansas to the Big 10, Baylor to the Pac-12, all these cool scenarios. So what we're going to do in our first segment is we're going to do a little draft, college basketball heavy draft. I will come out and say that because if it was college football, we would basically just be drafting SEC teams. But
it'd be pointless.
It would be pointless.
It'd be like SEC teams and like Clemson.
Yeah,
and maybe Ohio State.
It'd be like Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Clemson, Florida. Like it would be ridiculous. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about our friends over at Adrenaline Shock. To our YouTube viewers, I got a green screen, so it's not going to work. But I got my A-Shock today. I was actually late to recording. Connor was a little bit upset with me. I had to run to the Casey's. I had to pick up my 2-for-4 deal with the A-Shocks. I'm drinking the Blue Raz right now. I got the Orange Freeze on deck for tomorrow. So, I'm ready to go. 300 milligrams of caffeine. I was tired as hell before I drank this, and now I am wired and I'm good to go for a podcast. We got a ton of stuff to get to. Just by the way, spoiler alert, next episode is going to be very, very eventful for a lot of Indiana fans. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't like to jinx myself. So let's get into this draft. I have thought of a lottery system in my head since it's just us two going.
Okay.
For the two conferences, me, the HNC, hot and cold, HNCC.
Yeah.
Wow. Hot and cold conference. And Connor's the MMC, the money making conference.
The money maker. Sorry.
Money maker conference. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is the most unbiased way I can do it. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Hey, Siri. Flip a coin.
Okay, here's coin.
What? Did you hear that? Hey,
that
Siri.
Was a total disaster.
Hey, Siri. Wow. This might not be the way. Flip a coin.
This is horrible.
This is terrible radio. Flip a coin. It's heads. What'd you have, tails?
I don't think it was heads. I think you just made that up. I can't see it.
Gosh, it's heads. It says heads.
We need 2 out of 3. No, I'm just joking.
All right, it's heads. I'll take the first pick. I know you really
can
wanted
have the first
it.
pick.
I know you really wanted it. And with the first pick in the HNCC conference, we're getting the big time moneymaker. We're getting Kentucky. Sorry. We're doing a snake. We'll do a snake. So you get this one in the come around. So your second pick.
Okay. So this is tough because I'm going to have issues here with taking a team that either isn't very good at basketball but makes a lot of money, or they're making a lot of money but not necessarily good at basketball, or they're a future team that is I'm banking on their future. So I'm going to go with Louisville.
Oh, that's tough. That is a tough pick right there. I guess moneymaker conference. Yeah, they
I'm going with
moneymaker.
Okay,
they are a moneymaker. Yes,
and I'm also going to go with Duke. Sticking in the ACC here a little bit.
Okay, all right. So if we're going by future, you think are you banking on John Shire to carry them like Coach K did? Are you
Well,
banking on that for the
got some
near
good news
future?
today. Duke fans got good news today.
Okay.
So yes, I'm a little worried. I would like to take Kansas as well, but they've got allegations coming.
Yeah.
Syracuse, I don't know how long Boeheim's going to be there, so that's tough. And then North Carolina, Hubert, I don't know. So I really wanted Kentucky. I wanted you to have to deal with this to kind of set the tone. So I guess we're going to see where this goes from here.
Okay, so I got 2 in a row right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to take 2 established Blue Bloods. Are you ready for this?
Really?
2 established Blue Bloods. I'm going UNC.
Okay.
This is for revenue. I'll tell you what. I don't know what Hubert Davis is going to do, but you cannot change that.
It's totally
Michael
fair.
Jordan is an alumni from this program, and you cannot change that. So I'm going UNC.
Totally fair.
We're bringing in all the Jordan brand money to the HNCC. And then I'm going to turn around to a program that has a lot of future ahead of them if they do it right. They have a great coach at the helm. They have a great roster coming in this year.
Yeah.
UCLA Bruins at 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bold.
All right, but every
It's bold.
year we're going to have a matchup. Kentucky UNC, UNC UCLA, Kentucky UCLA. Every year. Those 3 matchups will be.
So you're
in our
buying
conference.
UCLA.
I'm kind of buying UCLA. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
not
buying
buying
that.
it.
Maybe not this year because I don't know. Like I think they're a little bit overrated for this year, but I love Mick Cronin and I love what he's doing over there. So I'm going
fair.
UCLA at 3.
I'm not buying. Yeah. I'm not buying their long-term success. I think they'll be fine this year, but like
okay,
in
that's
future,
fair.
I'm not sure.
That's fair.
This is great, actually.
Did it
This
shake
is
out
awesome.
just how it wanted you to?
I mean, I'm going bold moves here, I guess. I'm going to take Indiana and Kansas. So that leaves me with 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the top 5 most valuable teams in college basketball the last 3 years.
It does. I know. I like that. So you're not at all scared about Kansas's allegations coming in, and
I totally am.
And
but
Indiana's maybe Indiana not succeed. Well, they make money anyways.
So we discussed that. This thing that I'm looking at here, and their 3-year average profit, they're 3rd.
Yeah.
In the Archie Miller era. So can't get any worse.
You can have the Tom Crean era.
Well, that was up and down at least after the first 4 years of sanctions.
All right. So here's where I'm going with. I said this is all basketball, right? And it is.
Yes.
Every bit of it is basketball.
Yeah.
But for some programs, their basketball team has been kind of built off the shoulders of their football teams. So these next 2 picks are going to be very football picks.
Okay.
I'm going Alabama.
I knew that was coming.
And give me Ohio State.
Damn it.
Yeah. I like those because, all right, Alabama.
That hurts. I wanted Ohio State.
Yeah, they got Nate Oates. They're building for the future. They're on the come up. You see all these small SEC teams, you're going to see a lot of them getting picked near the end because they're on the come up. Their future is so bright. Nate Oates is one of those guys. I drafted him in the hot and cold fantasy draft. Remember that? I drafted him as my coach because he's next up and coming. It was a terrible pick, but he's next and he's up and coming. So Alabama's got a future ahead of them. Ohio State has been there, but now they got Chris Holtmann. They're building this future over and over again. And they got undercut a little bit by Dwayne Washington leaving. They were expecting him to come back, I believe. And I think they're going to have a good future though. And I like having Alabama and Ohio State in my conference. And I mean, our football side of the conference, if we get into that realm, is going to be better than everybody else's. So just saying.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I'm clearly, if you look at my list, not focused on football. Indiana, Kansas, Duke, Louisville.
Duke, yeah. Yeah.
But getting into the football side of it a little bit, my next pick is going to be Michigan.
Okay. I like that.
You know, I'm a big Juwan Howard believer.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely believe in their future success. I don't think they're going anywhere. So, and then I'm also going to go with Texas.
Don't you dare take Texas. Damn it. Damn it.
I was surprised they lasted this long. I didn't
Damn
think
it.
they'd still be here.
I was hoping you forgot about them. Damn. That hurts.
Listen to this. So I'm looking at this list. Top 20 teams. They're 20th.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down on my big board, they're third. I was like, no, I want them. And I was surprised, but I didn't want to take them too early because it's kind of a risk.
That's what I was doing. That's what
Chris
I was
Beard
doing.
at the helm, man. I fully believe
that
they're going to be one of the top teams in the next couple of years. So
damn,
I'm taking Michigan
hurts.
and Texas.
That hurts. That is two good picks right there. That's two very good picks. All right. For this one, I'm going, all right, back-to-back picks again. This is what I kind of like. We're not doing like one pick at a time. We get two picks every single time. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm taking a risk with one of them, but one of them has a very bright future. They remind me a lot of a team that I just picked. I think every home game they have is going to get great ratings. I think they're going to sell out every time. Give me Arkansas. Eric Musselman riding the Must Bus. I like that a lot.
The Must Bus. And then 7, I feel like all right. There's only really one team that we've really broken into the West Coast, right? I think it was just UCLA. I don't think you've drafted really any. So I feel like I want to have that, the regional, the West Coast viewers. And those are few and far between, but those are still new viewers. Yeah.
Give me Arizona. All right. Well, listen.
Oh,
listen. I know I'm going to have to back up this pick. I'm going to have to back up this pick. So Tommy Lloyd at the helm. Allegations. They're going to get a postseason ban. They're going to get all this. But I'm looking in the future. I'm looking long-term on this pick. Arizona at its best is up there with the Blue Bloods. It is. It just is. It's college basketball. Sean Miller was there in his heyday. Alonzo Trier, DeAndre Ayton, all those guys. They were up there with the Blue Bloods, and they are the Blue Blood of the West when UCLA, So I like that a lot because when you step into Arizona, everybody there loves that basketball team. They do. So I think I got a value pick at 7. I think it's like I'm buying low right now because I think they can come back. I think they can.
Yeah, that's fair. Totally fair. They're another one I was like, I just kind of want to avoid them. Just wasn't sure. Like Kansas is like on a level, and then there's like Arizona. They're in the same group, and like if they were there with my last pick, I probably would have taken them. But I'm not that risky.
Which is why I have something up my sleeve for the last 3. Don't worry.
Do you?
I got something up my sleeve.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Wisconsin next. Going off of not taking too many risks, they're like there's the consistent program. It seems 25-year-old players on their team, 20-win seasons, good crowds. So, which is surprising to me, honestly, that they're high on this list. I would not have expected that.
They're just so boring. Everything about them is so boring.
They're very boring. It's Wisconsin.
It's Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I mean, yeah. I'm stuck now, though. I'm stuck.
Don't do what you want to do because I know what you kind of want to do, and I don't want you to do that.
I'm worried, man. I don't know how I feel about this. Like,
just do it. Come on.
I don't think I'm going in the direction that you think I am.
I think you are.
I'm taking Michigan State.
No, you didn't. Thank gosh. You see, like, you're going Big Ten heavy. on this draft. And that was kind of like, that was the odds favorite. Like people are going to say, all right, yeah, Connor will definitely have more than, 5 Big Ten teams. And you probably do right now.
I'm sitting at 4 right now.
Yeah, you're sitting up, and you'll probably grab another one before the end of this. I don't know who. Yes. That was a good pick. It was a really good pick because Michigan State, they do bring in a lot of money. They get in that Champions Classic every year, which maybe they need to update that, put somebody else there because they've been struggling lately. Michigan State has struggled lately.
They're getting a good class coming in. They'll be all right. I know they lost Amoni, but
they lost Amoni. They Rocket Watts was whatever, but
yeah,
that's a great pick because they bring in so much revenue from the Nike deals. Tom Izzo's still there. Great pick. I like it. You're going to bring in recruits. Good pick. I'm going to go in. So my next 2 picks. So now you're at 5. I knew it. So my next 2 picks. I'm going money. I want money. I'm going comp.
Okay.
I'm going very good comp for the next couple of years. Cannot believe that this team has lasted where they have. We're a college basketball podcast, and I cannot believe nobody's picked this team. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going Syracuse 1. So I'm going to get that New York revenue. And that they're on this Forbes list, they are number 6? Number 6 in the most valuable. They play in the Carrier Dome, biggest dome in college basketball. You're getting all the fans that come in. So I like having Syracuse. I like that. And that's a surefire tournament team. I know Boeheim is right there, or right there almost on the retiring brink, but like they're always the last team, no matter what. They are always on that bubble and they're always on the right side of it. And we'll probably get a few Sweet 16s from it. So Syracuse. And then comp. This is comp because we've always wanted to see this team play some comp. They never do. They never do in their conference. I'm getting Gonzaga. I'm grabbing Gonzaga just so I can get the ratings of, Kentucky Gonzaga, Alabama Gonzaga, UNC Gonzaga, all these great games. And I'm reaching into that West Coast market once again. I have to do it. So I like that. I like that a lot. And maybe not a lot of money.
I was not sure on Gonzaga solely on the money. That's the only reason I was afraid of it. And I'm going to take a team that also does not make a lot of money. Apparently, I wasn't sure where they would be at, but they've had a lot. They've had a lot of success, and I love their coach. Absolutely love their coach. I'm going with Villanova.
Ooh, I like that a lot. I like that.
Look, I was kind of like hoping Gonzaga would just make it all the way through. I was going to take Gonzaga and Villanova at the end.
That'd be a very good. Gonzaga, Villanova as your last 2 picks. That would look very good on a graphic. That would look extremely good on a graphic. Yeah.
Now I really am stuck. Now I have no idea. I'm like looking. I don't know.
I know who's going to be my last pick. I know who's going to be the last pick. You're not going to pick him.
I mean, I can't believe Louisville is at the top of all these lists.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
It's crazy to me.
It doesn't make much sense at all.
Like, they're not good. Is this like the Patino, like...
But no, they have so many... they're like at the top of it, Adidas priority. KFC Yum Center is one of, like it should be an NBA arena. It's that type of deal. Like, it's not a college arena if you ever step foot in there.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. There's a couple. You know what? I'm going to the West Coast. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm taking Oregon. I want that Nike money.
Oh, that's a really good pick. That is a really good pick.
They somehow keep getting recruits.
Yeah, that's from the Nike money. They got Bull solely off of that. He wanted the shoes. He said that.
They just got Dior Johnson.
They got Dior. Yeah. They did. Hey, Oregon is a great program, and they should not have lasted till 19.
They're sneaky good, and I will admit I know Dana Altman's got some of these weird stories against him, and I would have been okay with him as IU's coach. It would have taken some convincing, but I would have been like, yeah, I'll take him. Why not?
For sure. No, I love that pick. It's very good. For mine, again, kind of going a little bit in the comp area. All right. Every conference needs the kind of a punching bag. They need the college. Well, not even a punching. That's not the right word. They need the college.
Louisville is mine.
They need. Oh, yeah, I already got Syracuse, but they need the team that's going to be, at the top of their conference every regular season, and then get their ass handed to them in the conference tournament. In the tournament, they're not going far. There's no program better in the country at doing that than the University of Virginia. So,
wow,
give me UVA at 10. I think I would love to see Virginia.
You hate Virginia. You hate them. I'm surprised you picked them.
Yeah, well, that's why I picked them. They're my punching bag. So they're going to be at the top of our standings after every college basketball season because they run that stupid pack line defense and they don't let anybody score. And then once teams figure it out, they're just going to get pummeled in the HNCC conference tournament. So I can't wait for it. I cannot wait for that. So give me Virginia at 10. And they know their role now. The Virginia Cavaliers, the Who's, they know their role. And I cannot wait until they play Kentucky, UNC, and UCLA all twice a year. So it's amazing.
Do you want that though? Because in the regular season that they'll win. And it'll just upset you.
They'll win the first game.
Yeah, and you're just gonna be infuriated.
Yeah, but yeah. I don't like
it's gonna be like
anymore.
It's gonna be like 58 to 50, and you're gonna be so frustrated that Kentucky just shot 20% from the field, and you're not gonna understand why because it was to a bunch of unathletic, non-skilled Virginia. Yeah, so I mean, I get it. You're gonna be frustrated at the same time.
I'm gonna be very upset. But look, it's a free 1 seed every year with Virginia. It's a free 1 seed.
1 seed?
Oh, well, like top 4 seed at least, but it's usually 1 seed.
Yeah.
It's usually 1 seed. So I'm taking that as that brings in revenue, and we're showing even on the HNCC off years when Kentucky doesn't have a great team, UNC doesn't have a great team, UCLA doesn't, Arizona doesn't, Gonzaga. We have a team that's consistently going to be at the top of the seeds, top of the seed list. So I'm happy to have that. So, all right, we're going to post this to Twitter. Say your team one more time, Connor.
All right, I've got Duke, Louisville, Indiana, Kansas, Michigan, Texas, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Villanova, and Oregon. The Money Maker Conference.
That is
home
pretty
of
money.
1, 2, 3, 4 Blue Bloods, and if you ask Aaron Torres about his Twitter beefs, 5 if you count Villanova, because apparently they're a Blue Blood now. They're not, but
they're not a Blue Blood. All right, and then mine, the HNCC kind of focuses a little bit more on comp, but it's kind of a good mixture. I'm going Kentucky, UNC, UCLA, Alabama, Ohio State, Arkansas, Arizona, Syracuse, Gonzaga, and Virginia.
I feel like you bought low on some teams here.
I did. Syracuse and Arizona, to name a few. Ohio State, kind of. Gonzaga, I cannot believe. I know they don't make a ton of money because they're in the West Coast Conference, but I mean, that lasts all the way to what, 18, 17, 18?
Yeah, I was hesitant. I wanted to get them.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to.
Well,
do you think that? Are you afraid about Musselman leaving Arkansas at some point, or do you think he's going to be there long term? That's what I fear taking them because of that.
Well, I would be afraid, because this is kind of tailor made for him to kind of use Arkansas as a stepping stone to the next program. Yeah. But I've never seen a coach more passionate about being a part of an organization like him to Arkansas. He does those videos. He gets he was shouting out Bobby Portis on Twitter he never coached one
Never coached him?
game for Bobby Portis. He was
No.
just like, he went to Arkansas, like love him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So that's why I'm not as, like hesitant on them. I don't think he's going to leave. I think he wants to make them an actual blue blood. And if things don't go that way, he has options. He can go to Arizona. He can go to, if Mike Woodson doesn't work out, he can go to Indiana if he wants. Like he can go wherever he wants.
Whoa,
I'm just saying,
let's not bring that up. Let's not bring that up.
For sure, but Indiana was very interested in him. At least you were.
Well, the fans were. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about the hiring, people in the hiring, but also Alabama was another one I just wanted to ask you about real quick. They've been good, the past 2 years now?
Yeah.
Both of those teams. Is this fluke or not? Do you think this is sustainable?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I think it depends. If Nate Oates can keep getting this personnel in, then yes. But why I think it's sustainable is, this system has seemed to work. Like obviously you've seen it fail. You've seen it fail in the tournament. It failed against UCLA. It did, because they were putting up terrible shots at the end of the game. And that's his philosophy, just put up the shot as soon as possible. But I think a lot of people want to be a part of that. I think with Alabama's football money, Title IX, they're going to be getting a lot of that. The facilities are fantastic. They're getting any recruit they want. It seems like they're in on a lot of people. I think it's sustainable in that aspect, and the fact that Nate Oates is very young. At least he looks clean shaven, young, whatever. I don't know how old he actually is, but he looks like he can be around in this game for a long time.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Yeah.
We'll see. I'm just happy to have them a part of the HNCC, and from now on, when we address these teams, Alabama's not a part of the SEC. Ohio State's not a part of the.
So it's funny now that I'm thinking about this. We should, at the end of next season, we should keep track of this, and at the end of the year, we should look at it and be like, let's see how our teams did.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go at. We need to get the Forbes. We need to get the Forbes article and see how our conference did money wise, and we'll see how we did.
I love that idea. Because it's funny. You have a few teams that just aren't great comp. They're just
who?
They're like, they're fine comp.
You talking about Louisville?
Louisville.
Okay,
to
I'll
name
give you that.
one. Maybe even Michigan State.
Oh, come on!
Over the past couple of years,
come on. They had one iffy year, and they still made the tournament.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I was mostly just talking about Louisville because I cannot believe you took them as your second pick. Dude, you could have waited until the final pick and gotten them.
I could not have taken the chance. Look, at my original plan.
I'm telling you right now, and I promised you before I hit record, I am not taking Louisville.
I know. I felt the same way about IU for a second. I did think I was like, he's not going to take IU or Louisville. I almost wrote down.
I would have taken IU in spite of you.
See, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, but not Louisville. Not Louisville.
Yeah. I was going to say, make Sam take Louisville and Indiana. Make him take. But then I was like, the money.
Yeah.
They're 2 and 3 on the list. I can't.
Yeah. So. I would definitely have taken IU. I would not have taken
I know you
would
have.
Yeah.
I couldn't let IU fall. I think you're going to take him. First, after you took your first pick and then I took 2, I thought you were gonna take him then. I was like, I need to do this. I need to take them now.
I wanted the UNC. I wanted the Jordan money. I wanted the West Coast UCLA. I got I checked every box in the first 3 picks. Kentucky checks a lot of boxes because it's the best comp in the country and it makes the most money. So it checks a lot of boxes. And then I got UNC Jordan. I got UCLA West Coast
in the country.
Yeah, I keep saying
Kentucky?
comp. Why do I keep saying comp?
Best competition?
It's the best program. Best program.
Are they?
I think so. Consistently over the past 10 years have been the best program.
Ooh.
You don't
really?
Agree. You don't agree.
After
really?
Last year?
Yeah, last year. It was a fluke season. It was a fluke season. It was. Come on. Look, all right. Most wins.
Where's Bryson at? I'm going to
most
call him.
wins, most
Okay.
tournament wins, most Final
That's very
Fours,
fair.
a championship to add on to that. You know,
When was what was that?
most
2012?
most first round picks, most players in the NBA. Come on.
I get I get that. I get it. I feel like most of their success is in like the first 4 to 5 of the 10 years, and it's really dropped off though.
For sure, but now we got Orlando. We got Orlando back.
Oh,
we
you got the boys
swagger.
back.
Hey, I think I got my swagger back. Cal with the boys.
Okay.
Cal with
Cal
the
and
boys.
the boys.
Cal with the boys. I love it. All right. So the NBA draft is tonight.
Yes.
Speaking of Kentucky, even though this is not Kentucky's draft year, and like this is the one year I can't say speaking of Kentucky and then talk about the NBA draft. But
yeah,
we got an NBA guy, Connor. I didn't really prepare you, but I know you got it. I know
alleged
you got a lot.
NBA guy.
I know you got a lot on your mind about this draft. So I want you to just kind of take me through some of the storylines. Talk to me like I'm a set. Like remember Michael Scott? Explain it to me like I'm a 7-year-old. You know when he's talking about surplus. So do that to me.
This is totally unprepared.
But I know it's running through your mind.
I got some stuff. Yeah. So one thing that was shocking to me was Jalen Green came out and said, I want to live in Detroit, which means he wants to go number 1. He said, quote, I want to live in Detroit. And I was like, yikes. You want to go to the Pistons? But I get it. The Rockets aren't a good number 2 either, but geez, the Pistons, at least Houston's
beautiful. I would love
relatively nice and good weather for the most part, but that was shocking to me. I don't think he's going to go to Detroit. I think that'll be Cade Cunningham, but I was like, oh my.
By the way, did you see the smoke? I mean, this happens every draft, every week, every draft. The Pistons aren't for sure on who they want.
Yeah, they're not for
sure. Shut up. I'm pretty sure the Pelicans did that too. They're like, we're not for sure yet. But yeah, keep going.
Another thing was, I know in our draft, you made a questionable pick at number 2.
I did.
Evan Mobley. He has refused to work out for Houston. So he will not be going there. Like they could not get him in for a workout because his camp doesn't want him to go there. So he will probably go 3, I'm guessing. Cleveland's also like shopping that pick, I think, for a quote Godfather offer if they can get it from the Thunder.
So I've seen something that said they would say no to Shea and 6 for 3.
I've heard that. I don't know if that's true.
I think that was ridiculous.
I think that was for 1, actually.
No, it was for 3.
I think that was that for 3? Yes,
it was the Cavs.
I've heard that's been they're floating that to everybody, I think, which is.
So you think that's just smoke? It's just like they would be very hard to say no to that. How do you say no to that?
I think the problem is too they already have guards. They've already got Sexton and Garland, so it's like you did throw Shea. I know they're trying to get rid of Sexton probably, but I don't know. It's just.
Yeah.
I know you think of Shea as that player. I'm not.
You really? Okay. That's fair. See, I think of
just
Shea,
because of the extension.
Yeah.
He's immediately due for a max. That's why I would fear it.
I think of Shea, and this could be just completely, naive of me, but I think of him as one of those players that is probably on the trade market, one of the most valuable guys to go after. Like if you add him in a deal, it's like a no question yes, because he has so much potential. He's just oozing potential when you watch his game. He can do a little bit of everything. He's like a jack of all trades, master of none right now. But if he can refine his game a little bit, oh my gosh, he could be so good. He could literally be so good. But
yeah, my only counter to that, it's just hard for a team like Cleveland to be like, we're going to pay the luxury tax.
Yeah.
And
suck. I get it. I get it.
And then they might really Evan Mobley has been compared to like Chris Bosh and better than Chris Bosh, which is a little crazy to me, but that's fine, I guess. He could be that good. Other rumors I know for sure, like Scotty Barnes is like. He's like locked into the top 5, I think. I know the Raptors have like kind of zeroed in on Suggs, but they said that Barnes could be going 4, which is, if you would have asked me that a month ago, I was questioning whether he should be in the lottery.
Well, he's a Florida State product, so this is a lazy take, but he reminds me a lot of that Patrick Williams pick last year. Somebody that's knows his role. He's going to be plug and play, ready to go from the minute he steps in the league. He's probably never going to be the superstar of the team ever. That's just not his play style. He's 3-and-D, athletic as hell, can jump out the gym, can block any shot. Like, he's a great player. He just will never be the superstar. And that's why I think he's going to go so high, just because they know, especially the Raptors. The Raptors are ready to compete. They had an off season, but they're ready to compete. Like, they could put him at the 4 and trade Siakam for whatever, and they're good to go. At least that's what I think. But I think they should go Suggs, because Suggs might be the best player in this draft.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, while we're on this discussion, Bryson has said that he texted us this morning and said that he has a hot take on the draft. He thinks that Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga will be the 2 best players in this draft, which I agree with him on Jalen Green. I think he is going to be really, really good. Like, I think Cunningham, it kind of reminds me of like the Luka Trae Young situation. Like, I think Trae Young is the safer pick. I think Cunningham is like the safer pick. But I think like Duran has the potential, and like Doncic had the potential over Trae Young. It was just kind of the unknown. You want to know why? Because he didn't play college basketball. Yeah. And nobody's seen him.
See, I'm thinking about, cancel culture. I'm thinking about canceling Bryson for saying that. Look,
wow.
No,
on Jalen Green,
not because I disagree,
or the Kuminga,
not because I disagree, just because hot and cold as a brand is college basketball. Neither of those 2 players played in college basketball. No, I'm just playing. But no, I can see it. I can see it, because I think Kuminga. I said that in the last podcast. I think he has the potential to be an actual superstar. Like, aside from Scotty Barnes, I think he could be a superstar player. Both of those guys have superstar potential. A lot of these guys coming out from college don't, but they're way safer. Like, who knows what Kuminga is going to be? Like, Kuminga is boom or bust for sure. Green can't, Green's not going to be a role player. You see how he plays. He needs the ball in his hand. He needs to take people off the dribble. He needs to be able to create that step back. He wants to play like Kobe Bryant. Jalen Green wants to play like Kobe Bryant. When you watch his film, that's who he wants to be. So I don't look, it's so boom or bust with these guys. I'm not ready to say, like, I think Cade is going to be the starting point guard on 25 of the 30 teams as soon as he steps on the court, just because that's how different of a player he is. He needs the ball in his hands. He's a great facilitator, and he's 6'7". Yeah, it's hard. It's going to be hard to take the ball out of his hands. As soon as he steps in the league, he's going to be the most valuable trade asset, like untouchable. You have to give up the Brinks truck for him. Jalen Green is not going to be that, because nobody knows what he's going to be. Nobody knows how good he's actually going to be. Now, his potential probably higher than Cade's. Kuminga probably higher than everybody else. I think Cade's potential is higher, but Kuminga's probably higher than everybody else.
I think Kuminga, his potential is really unknown. Like Suggs, I think Suggs is really good.
There's a cap to Suggs.
I'm not sure where he I'm not sure where he
Yeah.
gets to.
Yeah.
And there's another guy who's been getting some buzz, and it's one of your favorite players, I think, from last year. It's James Bouknight.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is where things get really
going to shake up the draft.
Crazy, I guess, is the word for it. Like, I think the top 5 is pretty set. Like, I think I tweeted, you've got Cunningham, Suggs. I'm forgetting the second.
Cunningham, Suggs, Green, Mobley.
And Mobley, and then Barnes. Those are the top 5.
Yeah.
I think that's like pretty much a lock.
In some order.
I put a lot of money down. Those are going to be the first 5. But then the 6, it's like, I don't know where you're going, because a lot of people are saying Bouknight should go 6. But if you've already got Shea, that's basically the same player, pretty similar.
Yeah.
I think Kuminga should go. I would take Kuminga personally. But that's just me. Like, I'm not sure. And then you've got the Warriors picking at 7. and I have no clue what they're doing, trading it, keeping it. There's been rumors that they're going to take Giddey at 7, which is crazy.
That's high. That's high.
And now I'm looking at
Well,
even Wagner.
You hear what Klay Thompson said on the boat?
Yeah.
He didn't talk about those picks like they were actually picks. The thing he finished it by saying he finished it by saying in the business world we call those assets.
They're assets. Yeah.
They're assets.
And you know, at one point Davion Mitchell was like a potential option. I think he's kind of fallen out. Like he's going to be a late lottery, probably in the Pacers range. Hopefully. I don't know what the Warriors are going to do. I don't know who trades into that spot, but Giddey going 7 would really shake a lot of
boards up. Yeah.
And I think one thing that we've learned from previous drafts, and I heard this on another podcast, I can't remember which one it was. They're talking about, like, you know, there's a lot of unknowns with the draft that people say it's a crapshoot after the top 5, which it can be. And people don't know if they should take guys off potential, or they're afraid of Davion Mitchell because he's 23. And I think the Grizzlies have done a good job of just picking good basketball players. Mm-hmm. Like they take Desmond Bane at 20, and he's really good.
Very good, yeah.
Really good for them last year. But he was older, 4-year player at TCU, and people were like, yeah, well, I don't know if his age and if he can really develop into something. I don't buy it. Like Kispert, I know he struggled at the end of the year, but he's an older player. But I think he's going to be ready to go right away.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chris Duarte is going to be ready to go right away. And I think these teams should just take good basketball players.
Well,
like don't worry about the other stuff. Plug them into your system and figure everything else out later.
I think it's going to be hard for guys like Davion Mitchell, you know, Moses Moody, what you just said, Corey Kispert, Chris Duarte. It's going to be hard for guys like that to get past the Grizzlies just because of how like you just said, who they draft. They don't really draft off potential. They draft off, you know, plug and play, ready to go. Ja was the only one, but Ja was ready to go.
Ja was ready to go. Yeah. And they're trying to trade up again.
Yeah.
From the 10 spot, I think is where they're at now. So that's going to be interesting. If they get into that top 4, 5, 6 range, if they can get there, who do they take?
They tried to draft off potential once and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Jaren Jackson Jr. We can argue like it's not done yet, but he struggles. He gets played off the floor sometimes. People don't talk about it enough.
Yeah. The last kind of headline that I saw today, which is wild to me, is the Magic really like Zaire Williams from Stanford. And he's going out of not early, but he's like 16 to 20 outside the lottery. And rumors that they like him at 8 because Magic have 2 picks.
What?
So that was shocking to me. I don't know if that's a smoke screen to try and like get them away, get teams away from, I don't know. Not sure what's going on there.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy to me. I watched him play against Indiana. I was not impressed at all.
No, yeah, no.
It was early in the season, but that's it. Like, you know, I don't know though. Like there's picks like that end up working out, but that was surprising.
That is a very surprising pick. That would be very surprising. Oh, well, thank you for the scoop. We needed that scoop. I had no idea anything about anything, obviously. College basketball guy, don't pay attention to the NBA.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. And now Pacers, one last thing. Pacers, I've seen smoke. I've seen it's Kispert or Duarte. Am I wrong?
I think it's Davion Mitchell, Duarte, or Kispert. There's whoever's there. I'm not sure where they're going to go because there's a lot of rumors with the Pacers, though. They could trade up still. You never know. They could trade up. They've been rumored to. I don't know, man. It is.
Who do they like if they want to trade up?
Well, that's what I'm not sure about either because it depends on who they have and who they don't have. Like if you get rid of TJ Warren, then I would think they'd want to go like a wing. but I don't know if they're getting rid of him or not. I know they want to get rid
Like
of Turner.
Book Night.
Maybe a Moody, like a guard/wing. Like that would be intriguing to me, but maybe they get in the Kuminga conversation. If he starts falling to like 8 or 9, that would be interesting. That's something that I would definitely do. But I have no idea.
Scared, man. This
I-
is not.
it-
This could go. This could ruin. Well, it's like the franchise hasn't been ruined since Mouse at the Palace, but like,
Yeah.
this could ruin us even more. Like this night, or it could be okay.
It could be great. Or it's
Yeah.
just going to be, yep, we're
Yeah.
taking whoever at 13.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, we take Wagner at 13.
Who do you want?
I
Who do
like
you want them to take?
if we stay there. Obviously, my favorite player in the draft is Davion Mitchell.
Off night.
Off night.
Best nickname ever.
Off night. Like, I don't know if he's ready to run point for us. I don't know if I don't think that's his thing. I think he kind of wants to be off the ball, guard the other team's best guard.
Yeah.
But who knows what we're doing at Brogdon? If we draft
there's
Mitchell,
so many unknowns with them.
Yeah.
One last thing too. I have to bring it up because we talked about this guy with Sean Smith, and I was very adamant about it. Isaiah Jackson. He's kind of fallen a little bit.
He has.
I still think he could go in the lottery. I think he could go late lottery, like 13, 14.
I've seen him at 14. I've seen somebody say like, yeah,
depends on who's there.
He's going to 14. Yeah.
It's
all circumstantial.
Yeah.
Like he'll be 13, 14, 15, 16. He'll be in that. Like it's hard to I know it's not lottery money, but at 15, 16.
I think he could fall though into the 20s, early 20s.
You think so?
I think it's possible.
Well, teams would be happy with that.
And I think that'd be a steal.
Yeah.
In the late 20s, like if he even fell into the mid 20s, then I feel like you got to take him.
Oh yeah.
If you need a big, obviously, because there's not a lot of
Pacers don't need him. The Pacers have no need for him, and I feel like that's a player that they would just draft, and he would never play.
If you look at this, I'm looking at this this final mock draft on SB Nation. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 bigs going in the first round that are like from the United States, play college basketball. One is Evan Mobley. He's clearly not available for any team outside the top 3. Scotty Barnes is being considered a big.
Yeah, he's
even though he's really kind of a ball handler. You have Kai Jones.
Yes.
And Isaiah Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So it depends on how things fall. Like there's
Supply isn't there, but demand could be. Yeah. So that would be nice for Isaiah Jackson because like he could just be picked higher than his talent says just because the demand is high. But again, people are trying to get away from a big that can't stretch it, so that might hurt Kai.
That's the only problem. I feel
Isaiah
like
Jackson.
Yeah, there's only certain teams that are going to be able to take him and plug him in.
But I feel like if he was like a rim runner with the Warriors, that'd be dangerous. Like, can you imagine him?
Too bad they don't need him now, though, with Wiseman.
True, that's true. But Wiseman can't stay healthy. I can't take his rookie year like that. I can't think of it like that. But like he got hurt, I want to say like 4 or 5 times this year, just off 1 year.
Yeah, it wasn't great for him.
Who knows? I'm excited for it. I might watch it. No, I'll watch it. But I'll definitely I'll keep track of it. Connor will be all over Twitter. I want him. I want you to cover it heavily because this is the closest we're ever going to get to the NBA draft night.
Unfortunately, love this stuff.
So this is when you thrive with your NBA talk. But
yes,
thank you guys for joining me. Or Connor, thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for listening. That was a great episode. Conference realignment, NBA draft talk. A lot of fun. We're
posting a graphic. Get a poll out and see whose conference is better.
We'll get Brant to make a graphic. Who knows? Like Brant's
be a quick
busy.
list. He could do
it. You want to hit him up? I don't know if you have
I'll let him
list.
know.
Did you keep track of it? I have mine.
Send me your list and then we'll figure it out.
All right, I got you. And love you guys.